right, I'm in the top of the 8th inning of a game between Brooklyn and the Giants from 57. Giants lead at 5-0. Willie Mays just homered in the bottom of the 7th to make it 5-0. Ruben Gomez is still in for the Giants, looking to maybe throw a complete game shutout. It's the top of the 8th. Sandy Amoros is going to bat for Sandy Koufax, who was in relief. And let's roll the first batter, see what happens. And we get an 878. So we got an 878. That was the dice roll. 878. So 500 to 999 comes off the pitcher's card. Sandy Amoros is left-handed, so it's going to be Ruben Gomez versus a left-handed hitter, and we just have to find 878, and it's right there, and it's a double in the gap. And you see it says center field on both sides. You would use this for lefties and this for righties. In this case, it's the same, so it doesn't matter. So this is just going to be a double in the gap in left center, leading off for Sandy Amoros as the Dodgers try and fight back a little bit here, down 5-0. So that's Sandy Amoros on second base. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Jim Gilliam. Runner on second, nobody out. Gilliam is a switch hitter, batting lefty against the righty Gomez. And the pitch, and we get a 391. That was a 391. 391, and we'll see what that's going to be. Now that 391 is going to be on the hitter's card against the right-handed pitcher. So we have to find 391. And it's right there, 304 to 421, and it's a ground out. We used the side that's closer to the side. He's right-handed, so we're using this first base. If you see, it would have been a ground at a short if he was facing a lefty. But since he's facing a righty, it's a ground ball to first base. Now, there's 3 different ground balls in Dynasty League. There's a hard ground out, a soft ground out, and this is a regular ground out. A regular ground out is just going to be a ground ball to first. And Gilliam is going to be out. We'll call it 3 unassisted. And the runner on second is going to go to third since it was a grounder on first. So Amoros goes to third on the ground ball to first. There's 1 out, runner on third for Pee Wee Reese. Giants are going to obviously play the infield back with a 5-0 lead. They don't really care about that run scoring. Gomez might care, but the Giants as a team don't care. So with a runner on third and 1 out, we will roll. Pee Wee Reese is a righty, batting against the right-hander, and we get a 902. So we get a 902. So that's going to be on the pitcher's card against a right-handed batter. So we're going to slide this over a little bit versus a righty. 902, and that is a walk. See here, there's also a purple result foul, but that's only if the hit and run was on. There was no hit and run, so that's just a walk for Pee Wee. And that puts runners on the corners with 1 out. Runners on the corners, 1 out for Duke Snider. Power hitting lefty for the Dodgers, and 1 swing could make this interesting. It's first and third, 1 out. Gomez is close to where we have to worry about him getting tired. He can only face 1 more batter, and then we're going to have to watch him. But for now, he's okay. And let's see, Snider, we get a 721. 721 is the roll. So 721 is going to come off the pitcher's card. Snider's left-handed, so we have to find 721, and that is a deep drive. Deep drive for Duke Snider. So now we're going to have to go to the deep drive chart. So this is interesting. This is a chance for a 3-run homer. Got to pull out the deep drive chart and the stadium chart. And we're going to roll first. We have to see, if you see here, Snider is a lefty pull hitter. And the deep drive chart, as you can see, I'll show you in a second. They have lefty pull, lefty spray, and righty pull. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll 2 dice. We're going to roll the blue and the white on the lefty pull section, and we're going to see what he does. And he gets a 92. So a 92 is actually going to go to left center field. You see here, it says left center field on a 92. 90 to 99 is left center field. So he hits it to left center. He's going to hit it the other way to left center. And now we have to roll on the distance chart, and we have to look at Duke Snider versus a righty. And you see here he has power. He has batting average and power. Versus a righty, he has A power. So again, on the distance chart, we're going to roll on the distance chart now. And there is a distance chart. I can show you that. There's a distance chart. And it has A, B, C, D, F power. We're going to roll on that to see where how far his ball is going to go. But there are going to be some adjustments as well. We get a 23, so he doesn't hit it that far. 23 and an A, and you see there is 345 feet. So that's the initial roll, is 345 feet. Now to that, we go to the Polo Grounds chart, and you'll see on the Polo Grounds that the ball carries plus 20, so we're going to add 20 to that. Also, before the game, I rolled weather, and it was in the 70s. When the temperature's in the 70s, you get plus 5, because the ball carries better in warmer weather. But we also roll for wind. The wind was blowing right to left, and that's going to actually help a ball to left center field, because the wind is blowing it right to left. So the wind is going to push that ball another 10 out to left center, and that is going to be a total of 345 plus 35, which is going to be 380 feet. 345, 365, 380 feet, and that's going to left center. So if you look here on this chart at the Polo Grounds, left center field, 380 feet is going to be a long flyout. That's all it is to left center field, because it's so deep in left center in the Polo Grounds. So Duke Snider hits at 380 feet, but all it is a long flyout. Now the runner is going to tag and score as no play, because you'll see again here, if you look, it says long flyout 3-H with no question mark. That means the runner scores automatically. If there was a runner on second, it would be a question mark. You could have the option of going, but that's just going to be a sac fly to, we'll call it center field, and an RBI for Duke Snider. And the runner on first will stay, and there's 2 out. But they do get the first run. They break up Gomez's shutout, and now Carl Furillo will bat. Right-handed hitter with a runner on first and 2 out, and he gets a 192. So a 192 against a right-handed pitcher. We got to find 192. It's right here, 176 to 209, and it's just a long fly out to left, and that ends the inning. So they get a run. It's 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th.